Just starting the task right now, heading north-east to Clover, just inside the mountains if we can get there. Just crossing the River Tay in a few minutes. Perth to the west of us to the left, Dundee to the east to the right. Knots, that's a surprise. Between the Sidlaws right and the Grampians, which are 20-30k ahead. It's looking quite good. Usually this could often be very difficult. I'm flying at South African speeds there. Rein it back. Just skirting this Schoon 80Z, but we're well above it anyway. Go along the Sidlaws a little bit, off to the right of track. Sometimes quite good thermals along here. Tiny little thermal. Strong but tiny. I don't like clovers at Turning Point. It's in a deep valley. You've got to get a good climb before you go into it. you can escape down the valley. There's a landing field called A10 about halfway down the valley. First turn point, Clover is about 45 degrees over to our right. I would very much like a thermal before turning right. It's 2 valleys over from here. Not high enough to safely cross into the next valley, so I'll either have to get some lift or backtrack. A lot of sink back there, so the decision was made. Usually there's cloud ahead, but we're in the lee of that hill. That was a gust, according to Hawk. I've got the audio on tech for thermals. It is. I'm just hanging on here, hoping that something comes of it. Maybe building now. Now 4 kilometers from Glover, and I'm still not going for it. Just got the first slightly reasonable climb for a good while, and I've gone back and forwards. Got to try to make sure It's easy enough to get into Valley Turnpike, but getting out of it sometimes is more of a problem. Got a sector rather than a barrel, so I'm going to take advantage of that. The shortest route to the turnpike sector is 90 degrees to the edge of it, so I'm actually going to be slightly south of Clover going into the sector. There we go. I'm way too low. I've had to divert south out of the hills. There's been nothing but scraps, and this is the first sort of proper thermal that I've actually had for a long time, and came just at the right time because I was going to have to basically head out to the valley to keep a safe land out or engine start height. These are the windmills over the hills north of Blairgowrie. About 10 kilometres from Dunkeld, 7 kilometres from Dunkeld. The day is, well, it's not exactly dying, it's having a sort of prolonged mortal illness under thickening cirrus, prefrontal cirrus. Over to the right 45 degrees, 50 degrees is where I was supposed to be going, but it's looking very poor over there, and 7 Alpha, who's just been around there, has found it extremely difficult and getting worse. He got very low, so I'm going to just head towards the edge of the hills and see if I can go as far west as I can before it gets too late. It's looking pretty dead. 2,000 feet above ground level. It's probably going to be an engine out return home. We shall see.